Italian chicken for dinner tonight. So, I don't know what other families call it. We always called it Italian chicken. Basically, it's chicken, Italian dressing, like 2 bottles of Italian dressing, and potatoes and onions and bell peppers, and then we serve it over rice. Let it cook on low for like 6 or 8 hours. So I am peeling some potatoes and chopping them up. You can just roughly chop these, but I'm gonna chop it up kind of small because I like to make sure I have a really soft potato, even if they can't be completely covered by the juice. Random question, if you're peeling all of your potatoes, do you still wash and scrub your potatoes? Because usually I'm a huge like potato scrubber. Like I have a little, it's even potato shape. I usually do, you know, bucket of water, scrub them crazy good, all this stuff. But if I'm peeling all the skin off, I don't usually wash them because that's the part that you wash anyway and it's not going to be on. But I don't know. You guys can't even see this. Alright, we'll do this. Yeah, so I have my potatoes just kind of roughly chopped, and then I'm going to dice them up. And I've got my potatoes here that I'm peeling. And I'll dice all these off camera later because it's going to be really loud in this little chopper thing. It's not actually crazy loud in person, I don't feel like, but loud sounds like that I feel like always come out really crazy on videos. And I just do a cut down the middle and a couple rough chops. Easy peasy. Someone tell me how loud that is. I am just exhausted today. My kiddo woke up at 5:45, didn't want to go back to sleep, and I know some people out there wake up at that time every day, but usually he wakes up at like 7, so 5:45 kind of hit me hard. Once they're all diced, we're going to put them right in the crock pot on the bottom. I like to put about half on the bottom of the crock pot and then half on top. I already have some chopped frozen onions and bell peppers. I highly recommend, I don't know what everyone does, but I hate cutting through onions and bell peppers and stuff like that. So what I do is when I'm out, I go to Aldi, I get a bag of like 6 of each, and then I just do one afternoon, I just cut a bunch of them into like slices. And then when I need to add them to my meals, I add them right in. And if you're cooking something on the skillet and you need it diced or whatever, they're so easy to chop these up frozen, and you don't get all of the like teary-eyed effects when they're all frozen. So highly recommend. And I usually do about half of an onion. We aren't crazy on onions and peppers in this household, so I really just do it for flavor. So about half of an onion, about half of a bell pepper. I've got chicken. Since it's going in the crock pot, I didn't need to thaw this. This is chicken thigh that I already de-icked, as they say. I already prepped it a few days ago, popped it in the freezer, so I already took all the fatty chunks off of it and stuff like that. Take 2 bottles of this, pour it on top, and go in the crock pot for like 6 hours on low, 8 hours on low, or you can do like 4 hours on high. I feel like if I do the 4 hours on high, my potatoes are never as done as I want them to be. So I definitely recommend either making them really small or doing low. But do what you have time for. You could also make this, my mom used to make this in a really, really big pan. It's not even a pan, I don't even know what you call it, like a big like roasting pan, I guess, with a lid on it. and she would do all of this in this huge pan, and she'd pop it in the oven for an hour. So you could also do that if you don't have like the time in the morning to do it. I'm gonna do 2 bottles of this right into the crock pot with the chicken, potatoes, onions, and peppers. And then after it is all done, I like to make a little bit of rice to go with it. And the sauce is so good, makes the chicken so tender, and then the rice kind of absorbs all that sauce. So, oh, it is so good. One of my husband's favorite meals that I make. And also kid friendly. My kid will eat all of it. He'll eat the potatoes, the chicken, and the onions and the peppers. I'm gonna finish dicing up these potatoes, and then maybe I'll post a photo later of my finished dinner. But thanks for hanging out with me while I prep dinner.